Hey y'all.
Welcome back to episode 3 of
Yada
Huda Huda Yada, where the hosts are hot and the takes are hotter.
People are always talking, but what happens when the talk isn't cheap? And it is what it is.
Let's get into it.
Whew. So today we're going to start with our famous, everyone's looking forward to this, I won't be taking questions.
I have a good one today.
Okay, you want to start?
I want to start. I have a good one. Okay. Straight men, y'all have to stop using the word partner to describe your girlfriend.
Okay, so I guess you're not taking questions.
Right.
Okay.
I'm taking comments.
Right.
Should I explain myself?
Well, maybe. If you feel like you.
I will explain this. Okay, look. When a straight man says, oh, this is my partner, like when a man says this is my partner, it is so queer coded. And I'm going to give you a little history for that, okay?
Come on, cultural critique.
Gay people were not allowed to exist in public. Partner is a word that was coded because they couldn't say boyfriend, because they couldn't get married. They couldn't put a ring on it, even if they wanted to.
Shut up, Beyonce.
If you like it, you better hide in the basement. That's what it was. That's what it was giving. So,
If you like it, it's a hetero crime.
if you like it, it's a federal crime.
If you like it, it's a
So
hetero
when you say, oh, my partner, I'm like, okay, so you're queer. Like something of this, your partner's non-binary. Maybe they're trans. They're something queer. But then it's just your girlfriend.
Something queer is happening here.
Something queer, but it's just your girlfriend. Like, babe, just say girlfriend. Okay. Oh, this is my girlfriend. This is my spouse. This is, my dowager or something. I don't know. Y'all gotta come up with something. This is my baby mama. My kitty perf girl. No, my kitty partner. No, that still sounds gay. But
That's
yeah,
the gayest of all.
when you say partner, it's giving fruity, and it's so funny because I say men very specifically because
That was gonna be my question, but you're not taking questions. I'm glad you're.
well, yeah, like women, like I don't know, just like y'all don't need rules, but two, women don't like straight women don't normally say that.
Yeah.
Straight women usually be like, that's my man, that's my boyfriend, that's my husband, that's my fiance. Like, they love to claim. Like, they want to claim their man.
We're good for a month.
Y'all don't want to I want y'all to start claiming. And I also want to stop thinking that you're gay and then you're actually straight and you're just trying to be, like, woke or, like, I get it. It's your life partner. Like, okay, that's fine. It's your girlfriend. It's your wife.
Okay.
So, that's my tea.
Okay. Period. I know I came up with the format of I won't be taking questions, but I'll be like, I have so many questions. Anyway.
Wait, you're asking a question?
No, I don't think we should.
Okay.
Okay. My I won't be taking questions today is I don't believe in staying friends with exes. And I've come to this point.
We come to this place
Yeah,
for magic.
we come to this for magic. Was that Carrie?
We come to this couch for conversation.
Right.
That's
that was
Nicole
the AMC.
Kidman. That's
Yeah,
Nicole
you're right,
Kidman,
you're right.
Queen.
I've come to this place after thought and deliberation, and it's time I come out as somebody who doesn't believe in this, because I think there's so much discourse in the culture that it's like really healthy to be friends with exes, and I think it probably is. Maybe, I don't know. It can be, right? But I feel like it's been forced down our throats. I almost don't believe in it, and it's my belief that this happens because when I break up with someone, I almost have to like start hating them to stop liking them. You know what I mean?
I get that.
And so maybe after years you can be friends. I can be friends, but I just don't believe in it. I won't be taking questions. Put your comments and your thoughts down below.
I don't even have like that. It makes total sense.
Thank you.
I have an ex that I'm friends with, but he wanted to be friends immediately. He was trying to send me memes. I was like, I need space. And then time went by, maybe a year, maybe a little, I don't know. But then we were able to start sending memes, and now we can text and talk. But like, I definitely needed space. I have an ex that I don't think I ever want to talk to again. And there is a part of me that's like, I guess it would feel healthy to get to a place where we could. But I'm also like, I just don't like you. And that was part of why we broke. Like, I don't like him anymore. So I actually don't even want to be his friend.
Yeah, I think when I stopped liking people, I'm sure if there was an ex that I was like, listen, we're just going in separate directions. Shout out to every relationship J-Lo's ever been in.
How did she catch a stray? That was
well,
actually direct.
Oh, yeah.
Because you called her out by name.
Right. She's always catching me strays around me. If you're here long enough, you know.
She's like Katie, but you know Katie, like that's my girl. So
I was gonna say
I don't ride for J-Lo.
You're a Katie.
Although
cat.
I do ride for her album Rebirth. It was the first album that I
J-Lo?
ever had. Yes.
And I was gonna say, if you ride for J-Lo, you're really riding from the black woman she steals from. Okay. On to our red flag of the week. So, red flag of the week is a new segment that we're going to be introducing, and essentially, it's going to be different red flags, dating or otherwise. Sometimes they're personal red flags, right? That we've encountered this week. Because, again, if there's one theme of yada huda huda yada, it's that niggas are crazy. Oh,
And dogs.
and that they're dogs. I was gonna say dogs are crazy, but no, men are dogs. Simple equation. Sorry, we love y'all, men, and that's the sad thing.
Yeah, I ride for women. I won't beat down on the men in the same way, but
And I will.
yeah, and that's why there's.
But I also love that, right? And I also love a man that knows men do some crazy shit,
right? And sometimes y'all need to be run down on.
You need a.
I'm also man included that needs to be run down on sometimes.
Moment of silence. Okay, so these red flags have really happened to us. They exist out in the wild. It's not just an LA thing. It's really it's
watch
really,
out. Watch out.
Period. Warning. Okay, so should I start?
You start.
My red flag of the week. Okay, so I was on Hinge, as you do, and you know, you can like somebody on almost any dating app, I think, and you can add a little note if you really for real about it. If you really down,
you can add a note on Hinge.
You can add a little note.
But you can also message them. So what's the point of the note? Oh, the note is for if you're liking but you haven't matched. Wait.
You're right. If you're liking but you haven't matched yet, but you got a little extra something to say, because you could just like without.
Oh, right, because you can just like a photo. Oh, right, you like the photo and then if you match, you message.
Right, Hinge lets you like a photo. You can like one of their little comments. Excuse me. You can like a photo. You can like one of the comments, right, that they put, like one of the answers to the prompts, or you can say something in response to the photo or the answer to the prompt.
Right.
So you can leave a note. This guy must have left a note. I forget what it was, but he left a note, something along the lines of like, "Oh, I'm really interested in like dating you, and you seem like somebody I want to." It was very. It didn't feel as scary as I just made it sound, but it was like cute and it was charming. Anyways, we matched. We started talking, whatever. I think we started talking about like, oh, what made you match with me? And I was like, well, you left a whole note. Like, what made you match with me? Why this? Looks at me. Well, he doesn't look at me. He's texting me
Through the app.
Right, through the app, and he says, "Oh, I pretty much swipe right on everyone." Huh?
So now I'm just like every other bitch.
Now I'm just like every other bitch, and also you sound so desperate. You
Ew.
sound so ugly.
Right.
You sound so. What are you talking? You swipe right on everyone.
You sound so dirty. You sound so
dirty.
nasty. You sound so
unshowered.
ghetto.
Yes, all of that. And so I was like, that's a red flag. Like, obviously, it's a red flag for someone who's like just open for everyone. You're down for the ride.
Yep.
You're. It's giving community dick, but also, you wrote a whole note like.
Yeah, and sometimes you want a piece of the community dick, but sometimes
you want a piece of the community. But
sometimes the dick is for the community, and sometimes it's just community dick.
Yeah, well, okay.
Because when you're for the people, if you're for the community, you're providing a service. You see?
Right? I was gonna say that's almost a bar, but you saved it. You saved it in the end. You saved it.
If you're just community dick, it's like anybody can have it here, there, everywhere.
Right.
Like. Bored, it's not even giving nothing, it's just like fine, like I'll take, like no.
But sometimes there are, to your point, sometimes there are men so fine for whom the fineness is so high that you understand that they're the community, and you said, well, you know, I'm part of the community. Break me off a piece of that. Break me. I'm Wednesday.
You're like, she got it too. What is my man is her man.
Her man is her man too. That's community. Bring the people together. The people don't want to get brought together.
That is community. Ooh.
The people don't want to get brought together.
Yeah. Now I didn't agree with SZA when she said, "You take Wednesday, Friday. I just have in mind." No, I think just for the week. No.
SZA says so many things. that I
And
will
I
sing
love
at the-
Solana down, but
Solana,
We
if you
love
ever
you.
you be on the internet, girl.
we love you.
I love you bad.
You be wildin'.
And you need help, my sister. My good sister, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Sometimes I be singing the lyrics, and you know sometimes you'll sing a lyric and then it hits you like, what the fuck did she just say? Because I be singing and she be like, who needs self-esteem anyway? And I say, huh? Well, you do.
But you know, she's talking about her insecurities.
She's
I
being
think
vulnerable.
she's being vulnerable. Like, I think she's self-aware and she's thinking about these insecurity
She
things.
needs
But
to be on Yada Huda Huda Yada.
she does. Get to the couch. No, but she's not like Summer Walker. And who was that? Sexy Red. Now
when they
look,
did that clip, that was like all men
now,
cheat.
we need to talk with y'all, Summer and Sexy Red, because
Y'all need to
I
come
fuck
to
with
the front of the
both of y'all. Hey, so we gotta do better. You can't just accept that they be cheating, and so you might as well stay with your last one because he gonna cheat too. Why don't we find the men that don't cheat? We have to maybe pick from another batch of men.
And if you believe that men are only cheating and therefore, oh well, first of all, call this helpline 555. Call 555. Stop the niggas. but also, they don't. Like, there are men out there who don't cheat, and maybe we gotta start withholding the coochie.
Maybe we gotta start with
Withholding the coochie.
They have to have consequences.
There has to be consequences for their actions. We have to start withholding the coochie. And this is an interesting topic for another podcast about, like,
Right.
at what point do you just withhold the cooch?
Pussy is power, and so many people say it.
Okay. That was my red flag of the week.
That's the red flag of
See,
the
look
week.
at Yada Huda Huda Yada. It's for the girls with ADHD.
Yeah.
I've been saying this. We've talked about 5 different things in this red flag of the week. It's for the girls with ADHD. You feel me?
Okay, my red flag. Ooh, this one actually scared me. I teach 30 things about me, and I overheard a conversation from some students. And I overhear lots of conversations that I ignore. Sometimes it's about them using their fake IDs, it's whatever. This one girl came into class and she said, I'm gonna call him Yada. She said, Yada, I saw your Hinge profile. And he said, oh, what did you think? And she said, oh, I took a picture. And he said, well, why'd you take a picture? And she said, oh, because I sent it to Huda. And so Huda was like, yeah, your profile was crazy. And he was like, what about it? And she was like, well, for one of your descriptions is, my favorite thing is, and then the answer was, when I get roofied. And I had to pull up and be like, hey guys, I can't overhear this conversation anymore. I think you need to save this for outside class. And she was like, isn't that so crazy? And I was like, honestly, dude, yeah, that is like pretty insane. And actually sounds kind of unsafe. Like, I think you should change that. Yeah. And he was like, no, it's just a joke. And I was like, yeah, it's not funny. Like, that's actually really scary. And that actually happens to women. Like,
And what did he say?
He was like, oh, ha, I was just kidding. And I was like, yeah, see, we got to cut this off.
And this is the cultural critique of it, all right? Because men don't know that that's not something you say.
He was like...
Well, young men.
He's like a 19, 20-year-old boy. It really doesn't excuse it. Like, I mean, kids are dumb and do stupid shit, but I'm like, that's not even funny.
What's the joke?
And also, like, what girl is gonna joke at that or laugh at that? And if she is, she needs to come over here and join the 555 Stop the Niggas help.
I'm gonna buy that.
Cause she needs help because
she
is just scraping at the bottom of the barrel because she don't think she can get nothing back. Like,
Yeah.
That's not funny. That's dangerous.
No, it's terrifying.
Where is the joke?
Where is the line?
Both.
Well, yes.
And yeah, I mean, super red flag. If you match with him on Hinge, that's the kind of humor?
And that's what he tells strangers.
And that's what he tells strangers.
Wait till you get to know him, because you be on date 2, and they be like, yeah, I beat bitches. Like, dead ass. You be on date 2 and they just say things that they think are normal, and you're like, wait, hold on, slow down. Wait.
Oh my god, yeah, I beat bitches is crazy.
Yeah, I be bitches is crazy, but like that, they be telling on themselves and keep doing it. Keep telling on yourself, because I be dating niggas who aren't actors, and none of them are actors, but I be like, how did you hide like this?
Yes, and they hide.
So I think that's it for Red Flag of the Week.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a good one.
All right, y'all, now it's time to get to the couch. This is the heart of this. I'm so excited. Today, we're going to talk about people pleasing. I think we should say what people pleasing is. Now, can you look up a definition?
Yes!
Look, we ain't claiming to be experts, but we will give our opinion.
Right,
always.
Right.
But we want to give y'all a real working definition with which to really, really lock in on.
Get into the things. And this is what I love about Get to the Couch, because you're in it with us, right? Like, this is a key with you and your girls. Girls being gender neutral here.
But you were your thems.
Right. You and your theys, and also your them. Okay. People pleasing is a pattern of behavior where individuals prioritize the needs, feelings, and desires of others over their own, often to their own detriment.
Mm-hmm. It's actually so funny too, because last Christmas, my mom, and this is the universe, but my mom asked me out of nowhere, she's like, do you think you're a people pleaser? And I was like, huh? And she was like, oh, I'm just curious. Like, would you say you're a people pleaser? Like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know, kinda, maybe a little bit, but like not too crazy. And I was like, do you think you are? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, maybe that's where I get it from.
Shout out to mom being self-aware.
And it's something that's come up sort of in the latter half of this year.
Yeah.
And like things that I'm thinking about as I just try to become the best version of myself. But let's play a game.
Okay.
So I think that we should try to see what we think the other like how much of a people pleaser we think the other person is. So on a scale of 1 to 10, we'll rate each other and we'll show each other. So maybe we start with you. I'll write my number for you. You write your number for you.
Okay.
And then we show them at the same time.
I like this. Okay.
Shut up, Sharpie.
Sponsor? This is funny because I want to say, like, if you're at home, rate us too, but y'all know us.
Right.
Rate your friends. Do it. Listen to this with your friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I already know.
I'm rating myself.
You're rating yourself.
Okay.
And I'm rating you.
Damn, you wrote that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What do you have?
6.
I have 5.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Okay. Get into 1.
I wrote 5 because you are a really, really amazing friend. I think you care about your friends a lot, and you show up for your friends a lot. And you show up especially when it's, I'm going to say required, even though that's like not the right word, but also when it's needed. And you will go out of your way to show up for your friends. But you will also be like, no. Like, you're not going to be pressured into something you want to do.
Oh.
We can give the illusion of like, okay, you convinced me. Like, slap my arm, pull my wrist. Wait, pull my wrist, slap my arm, slap my wrist, pull my arm. That's it.
Yeah.
Whatever of like, okay, you have to convince me, but really like, if you don't want to do it, you can't be convinced. Like, you have left that.
Tell it.
We love to watch shows and Kiki. You will see soon we're going to start doing reaction videos to some of our favorite shows. And we love to just sit down, watch a good show. It will take us 2 hours to get through a 40-minute episode because we will laugh, we will pause, we will have a serious conversation, we will have jokes. Like, it's a whole thing. But if Kaya doesn't want to watch the show, she won't be outvoted. Like, she'll go home. Me and Taiwo will be like, oh, we really want to watch the challenge. She'll be like, okay, that's fine. Next thing we know, she's grabbing her purse and she's out the door. And we're like, oh, I guess we could have watched it later. She's like, no, it's fine. You guys want to watch that? I don't want to watch that. Or she'll come in and we'll be like, hey, so we're thinking of watch the challenge. She's like, oh, okay, I could go. Like, if you don't want to do it, you won't be convinced.
Yeah.
But when it matters, you're there. And so that's where I'm like, okay, you're right in the middle. Like, you people please
Yeah.
just enough, but like I wouldn't even call that people pleasing. I would just
Yeah.
call that showing up.
Yeah.
Community.
Community, shout out. I think that's super true. I care a lot about my friends. I'm a Cancer, by the way. I care a lot about my friends and I care a lot about my people. I think it's taken me a long time to get to that point where I could be like, oh, that's not something I want to do and that's okay. And if I don't want to do it, my friends aren't going to like hate me for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's taken me a long time. I say 6 because I think I am like that in friendships. I think sometimes in relationships, which we'll get to a little later in each other's stories, I think sometimes in relationships, I'm like more of a people pleaser, but I think I challenge people to see friendships as relationships too. You know, they require the same amount of like nurturing and watering. But yeah, I'm good for a bitch. Good for you. I love that for you, not for me. So I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm good for that. I'm
Yeah.
good for that. Okay, I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay.
Okay, I'm actually
Let's
really
get into
scared. I'm really scared for what you're about to write. I already know what I'm writing for myself. And I'm probably going easy on myself.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know. All right, 3, 2, 1. What'd you write?
7.
Oh, I wrote 7.5.
Oh!
I love when we're aligned.
Yes! Look at that.
Aligned is the best word, corporate
Yes.
culture. It's one of the good things to come out of corporate culture.
Right.
Aligned.
And circle back. I love a circle back.
Oh,
I'm
circle
sorry. Unfortunately, I love a circle back.
Okay, you go. Why'd you write 7?
I wrote 7 because I do think, and we have a lot of conversations about a lot of things, and sometimes I have to be like, Morgan, I think you're being nice right now, or I think your like opinion of things can be swayed by people, and sometimes I'm like, just checking in. Do you actually want to do this thing? And you'll be like, well, my friend really wants it, or you know what I mean? And I think it comes from the same place as me of like, you really care about people, you really care about your relationships to people, and so it probably makes you want to make them happy. I mean, that's what people pleasing is, right? It probably makes you want to make them happy, sometimes at your own detriment. And I recognize like very protective of my friends. Morgan and I were having this conversation a couple weeks ago where he was asking me for advice on something, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to withhold my advice because I don't even think I need to tell you what to do. I'm just going to support you in this moment because sometimes I'm good for a, no, Morgan, that person is treating you badly. Like, stop it.
When I don't really think it's that. And
Right.
sometimes it's not
Sometimes it's
dangerous.
not that.
So
Yeah.
it's like just a matter of opinion,
Yeah.
perspective, more than it is like, hey, you actually need to like cut this off because it's not healthy
Exactly.
for you.
And so I think you have more of a propensity to people please in terms of like wanting everybody to be happy and like really like not wanting. I don't think you're confrontation averse for yourself, but I think sometimes for other people you're like, I don't even necessarily want to stir the pot. It's not that big of a deal. So I think
I'm just like, wow, there's like so much to unpack here. Now I'm thinking about it. There's so many things.
get to the couch and low-key therapeutic.
Okay, I wrote 7.5 because I've realized I am a really big people pleaser in friendships and relationships. And there's so many things that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about like something grad school really taught me is how much I want to be like, or I don't think I mean, it's definitely not fully gone, but I don't care as much as I used to. Thank God for growing up. But like in my early 20s, I don't think I really realized how much it was an important thing to me. But like being liked by everyone was a thing that was important to me. And I think growing up, like, I didn't have a ton of friends when I was really young. And then once I started to gain friends as I got older and throughout high school, I was, like, very well liked and I was, like, very well known, like, in the literal sense of, like, people in school just knew me. And I had a lot of friends in different areas. And so I was really liked and I think that made me feel really good. And then I was prom king, which, like, is so silly and dumb, but, like,
It feels like something.
it was something. Like, it's so, like, it's dumb now that we're old, but, like, it did feel like something. It was kind of cool and it was kind of fun, but, like, I think it did, like, a subconscious thing, which was to, like, affirm that I wasn't this kid anymore from, like, on the park in recess who was, like, running around, like, trying to find someone to hang out with. Like, I did have...
Sorry, guys.
Do not be fooled by the rocks that I got. This
Right.
being full gold.
Lest you be fooled by the rocks that I got.
I am still Jenny from the motherfucking block.
Well, period.
But I think it did, like, subconsciously affirm that, and I think, like, moving forward, it was sort of a thing that was important to me to be liked by everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that started to manifest in ways of pleasing people with things that I didn't necessarily want to do. And then that just became a habit.
Yeah.
I also think that one of my love languages is acts of service. So I think sometimes it feels like a way that I'm showing love by doing something for you that I don't want to do. The flip side of that is that, the flip side of that is two things. If you don't say it, people don't even know that you're doing that. Yeah. So then you're not even like, they're not necessarily seeing that it's an act of love because they just like think you're doing it. And also, when you do say it, then it just sounds like, okay, well, if you don't want to do it, why are you doing it? Like, people don't necessarily always accept that as like a love thing in that way. So I think it's also sort of turned into that. And then there's also probably like an abandonment thing of like, oh, well, I don't want people to think that I don't show up, or I don't want people to like stop inviting me, or I don't want people to get mad and like not want to be my friend because I didn't want to do this thing, so I'm going to like do it for them.
Yeah. I think that, first of all, that just cracked something open for me in terms of like our friendship and the way that I think I haven't been able to name the thing of, you know, sometimes when you're asking me for my opinion on things, and I've said this to you where I'm like, I think I'm kind of just projecting my own stuff. So I don't like even necessarily want to give you advice. I just want to listen. And I think it's because one of my love languages, I don't necessarily identify as someone for whom acts of service is like a really big love language of mine. Although I realize in relationships I kind of do become an acts of service person. But so to me, when you're explaining doing acts of service for people that you don't necessarily, not that you don't want to do, but you know what I mean? That you're like doing it for the other person. I'm like, oh, Morgan, you're people pleasing. And I'm like, I think that's just projecting the way I experience people, right? Like, there is space for you to gain stuff from that. That isn't enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why recently I've been like, I think I'm just projecting. Like, I think this is like totally fine for you. So I think that just gave me that clarity. So I love that for you.
Yeah, but sometimes it is people pleasing because, like I said, like
he said, no, sometimes it's unhealthy.
People aren't always receiving it in the way that like I want them to necessarily receive it. Yeah. Like, fine, I'm just gonna go because you want me to go, and then I'm like, okay, well now I'm appeasing you, and like that's gonna make you happy. But then it's like they're not even seeing it that way. They're just like, they either don't really think twice about it, or it doesn't hit to them in the same way that like I'm doing it out of like a love. And again, it's not necessarily even a service, right? Because you would think acts of service of more of like, I'm gonna wash the dishes, or I'm gonna whatever. Like, I love driving people to and from the airport. If I have the time, like, I will pick you up from the airport. That's like, to me, I don't know, especially if you're coming to visit me, or if you're my friend and I can, like, I will. Especially if you're coming to visit me. Like, if you're coming to visit me, I will pick you up if I'm not like working. I mean, I will honestly probably like try to leave work early or do something. But
Morgan didn't pick me up from the airport when I came home recently.
You didn't ask.
I sure did.
You asked me to take you, and I was out, I think. I had an event, but okay. So, fuck my guy.
I said, oh, so that's what you do for bitches you love, so you're my op? Welcome to Appiana.
Let me circle back. Let me say visitors for visitors.
Right.
For visitors.
Right.
If you're coming to visit me, I will pick you up from the airport.
Don't live here, bitch. He'll pay you dust. Pay you dust.
But yeah, I'm also just learning, like, you know, sometimes it's not an act of service. Sometimes it is just people pleasing.
Yeah.
I think it comes from the same, like a similar place, but I think it is just me trying to appease someone else. It's not.
Yeah. I think that's so valid. And I also think the reason I've become less of a people pleaser, and even then I put it in asterisks because I still do think I do people please, but I think the reason I've gotten it down is because of therapy, right? Like, I used to be such a people pleaser. I tied how much people like me so much to my self-worth, and then I was like, at some point, you're just not going to be able to please everyone, right? Like, when we were in grad school, I mean, you're in a cohort of 8 other people. And if it was a hard time for me, because I was like, well, if those 8 people don't like you, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a experience of, like, the all the things of all my life I've been like, oh well, I need to be really liked, or I need to be, and so much of that is like a trauma response, and so much of that is just navigating the world of like, it's just safer if everyone likes me, and also you love the feeling and like, whatever. So I think that's something that I had to face in therapy of like, this comes from a scarcity mindset. I just operate so much from like, well, if you don't like me, then no one else will like me, and then that's it, right? I'm cooked. So I really like have to actively try and challenge, and it's been like, this year has been hard for me in terms of that. Like, I've had just so many changes, like to friendships, and so many changes to romantic life. And I remember once I was reading a horoscope of mine, and it was like, you nurture. Sometimes they be on my ass. Sometimes the horoscopes, them bitches be
they
on my ass.
Always be
like,
on your ass.
No, like astrologically, like, and it's funny because I bring this up like sometimes, and people are like, "Are you a horoscope girl?" And I'm like, no, but kind of.
Sometimes
like,
co-star will be like, "Don't text him today." The next day it'll be like, "He's thinking of you." The third day it'll be like, "Reach out," and you're like, "So are you testing me?"
Maybe it's testing, but they're like, bitch, from where Mars is, from where Mercury is, if you do it today.
Right now, everything's going to be different.
If you do it today, it's going to be wrong. But co-star be drastically on my ass. Like, co-star be in my diary, like, reading me for filth. And so, one time, it was like, you nurture out of fear that the person's going to leave you. And I said, well, yes.
That's like that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm like, oh,
Same.
Nurturing to me feels like very second nature, but it also feels like, oh, you love me, right? Like, I'm gonna people please you so that you'll stay. But let's get into the story.
Oh my God! See, we just yap.
Let's get into the stories.
I should tell the story that inspired this.
Wow.
I went on a date with this guy. This was years ago in grad school, and he was a freak. Oh, that was mean. If you're watching, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say. He was an interesting character, and he was one of those people that would talk to anybody, but also like have long conversations with everybody. So he's yapping to the hostess before we even sit down. He's yapping to the waiter. I can't even order. Like, I am nice, but like, I don't need the full on conversation. Like, it was a lot. He, at one point during the meal, the people next to us like said, "Oh, that smells good," and he offered them a bite of his food with his spoon. I can't remember if they took it. They honestly might have, but like, I think it was because they were so uncomfortable and didn't know what to do.
I would be so like, okay.
Like, and actually, like, she might have been like, "No, it's fine." He was like, "No, have some." Like, it was strange. At the top of the date, he asked me if he's pretty. I said yes. He tells me he's not wearing makeup unprompted. Then later on in the date, he goes, "Oh, do I look dewy?" And I'm like, "Dewy? No." And then he's like, "Okay, I'm
just..." You look dry.
But I was like, dewy is a makeup look. Like, you don't just look dewy. Like, you would call that sweaty if you're looking wet.
We're hydrated.
Yeah, but if you feel like you're like dewy, like, that's a makeup look. Like, you're not just naturally dewy, really.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Maybe.
Whatever. I was like, dewy, it's giving makeup. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm just wearing concealer." And I was like, okay. And then he's like, later on, he's like, "Okay, I'm wearing foundation too." And I was like, wait, you didn't even have to lie about the makeup because I never asked. Yes. Like, this is crazy.
He said, "Okay, gun to my head, fine."
Yeah.
I have a full beat.
It was so crazy. Anyways, he was really, really annoying. If you're watching this, like, I am so...
And what are you going to do about it?
I actually really apologize for, like, having to break you down like this. This may not be who you are as a person. This was just my experience of you on this date. That's my opinion! But that's it. Yeah, so he was just really, really annoying. I did not enjoy the date. I knew I didn't want to really go on another one. But then we're leaving, and he was cute, and so...
This is where it gets dark.
we ended up going to my car and we made out.
Right.
I'm just gonna say it. I didn't enjoy the kissing really like that. Like, it was, I don't remember what about it, but I'm not gonna say he was a bad kisser, because honestly I don't remember it like that, but I just remember thinking like, these aren't like, I'm not like loving kissing you, but this is where the people pleasing comes in. Because then he asked me what my favorite spots were in San Diego. And I was like, I don't really go out that much. Like, my favorite place is my apartment. He was like, okay, let's go there.
Ooh.
And at that point he was
Which he had game for that.
Right.
He spit.
And at that point we were in my car. So I was like, I didn't know how to tell him no. So I was like, okay, fine.
Did he drive?
No, I think he did drive separately there. Because he got out of my car, then got in his car and drove me there. And I was trying to think of a way to maybe
Do you?
tell him I couldn't or not.
Now, because sometimes I have worked myself into the situation. What if I just blocked you? Is that crazy? No, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? I've thought of it.
I know, I wasn't bold enough.
I've never done it.
So we go back to my apartment. I had this little vaporizer, like it's called a Pax. And he didn't know what it was. And he asked me what it was, and I was like, oh, it's a Pax. It vaporizes, it heats the weed, you put it in the bottom, whatever. He goes, oh, I don't need a science lesson. And I was like, oh, you asked me what it was, I explained it to you. He's like, yeah, but I'm not dumb. Like, I'm probably smarter than you. And I was like, okay, I wasn't telling you you're dumb. I just was like,
I was answering the question that you asked.
It. Yeah. Anyways. And so then at that point I was like, I need to get out of my house. So what did I do?
Pause the story here. What would you do if you wanted to get somebody out of your house?
Some of y'all would do this. Most of y'all hopefully would not.
Now what did you do?
I started kissing him.
Right.
And then I him off.
Oh. Wait. The way you said it, it sounded like somebody asked you, where did he touch you?
Well,
so
then I his and I didn't want to. I made him. He wanted to make me, and I was like, no, I don't. I'm like, it's like either was like, oh, I don't need to, or like I'm tired, or like I already did, or something. And then I was trying to find a way to wrap it up, and then he gets a phone call. And he picks up the phone call right next to me and starts speaking in Spanish to his best friend. And I was like, are you talking about me? But I don't know Spanish. I think I heard niño. I think that means boy. But I don't know. It was very weird. He was like, I'm not talking about you. But then he was like pointing at me and talking about me. Anyways.
Pointing is crazy because you're on the phone.
Right.
Was it a FaceTime?
No, it was a phone call. Anyways, then he does end up leaving. He comes to hug me. He asked me if he's pretty one more time. I was like, girl, yes. As he's going to hug me, he accidentally burps in my face.
That's my favorite part of the story.
Goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Leaves. I immediately called Taiwo. I might have called you after, but...
You did, and I was sad that you didn't call me day of.
I called Taiwo, and I told her about this. We were roommates at the time, and I told her about this bad date. I'm online, and all of a sudden I see a TikTok from him. And the TikTok says, going on a date for Valentine's Day, wish me luck.
This was on Valentine's Day, by the way.
And it's a whole video of our date. Videos of me that I didn't even know he took. He took a video in my apartment of me on the couch that I didn't even know of. I had no idea he was going to post this. And the hashtags are hashtag love, hashtag relationship goals, hashtag couple goals, hashtag first date.
Boyfriend. Hashtag boyfriend.
These are, like, how is it a first date but we're already love? Anyways, it was crazy. But let's get to the crux of this, which is the quite literal people pleasing. I was so afraid for whatever reason, because I didn't think he was going to hurt me.
Right.
But I was so afraid to just cut it off, tell him not to come over, tell him I didn't want him to stay, that I quite literally pleased him so that he would leave. And he didn't even leave immediately after. I still had to deal with him for a little bit after.
This gives... What did you do? I sucked dick on accident. This gives I sucked dick on accident.
Like, I was so afraid of just like what the response could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of just standing up for like, just like not like standing up for not feeling comfortable and getting myself out of an uncomfortable situation. I literally pleased him. It was, anyways, now y'all know the story. Again, I'm sorry to this man. I didn't mean to dog him like that. Because I'm dogging him on the internet.
So, don't nobody know who he is? Wow.
I don't know. You know what? He might come out with a new video now.
Oh.
He might come out with one.
Well, that's embarrassing. If you come out with a new video, you're embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because now you've outed yourself.
So
as a burp bitch.
Burp bitch. That's like the Cammy. Bok bok bitch.
Cammy.
Shout out to Cammy. Anyways, all of this to say, I made a nigga nut just to get him to leave.
Moment of silence for that.
If that's not people pleasing, I don't know what is.
And we've all been there. And I think that's what's the story. Sure. Maybe we may not have specifically been in this
Drop
situation.
in the comments if you made a nigga nut just so you could get him out of your house.
The nut to leave pipeline really needs to be explored, right? But some people, you know, they do that because they're like, oh, it's the quickest way. It's just, and it's sad. I want us to fight for us more, but I've been there where I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just let him kiss me, and now I'm like, wait, hold on, you a prize, ho?
Nice performance, bitch.
Where are we telling that story? I don't remember. But
I
don't know. That's a story. When we get to that story, y'all are gonna keep.
And when you watch the show, it will be the best part of the show.
Key. My story is about. It's not even like one story. It's the way I realized I people please in relationships. The guy I was dating in San Diego, like that nigga would just cry, like. Not for anything all the time, but like things, like he would just see things sometimes and cry, or we'd be talking about things, and I'm like...
Kind of fruity. Oh! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Men should cry. I cry all the time.
It's so interesting because I have girlfriends who are like, I don't ever want to see my man cry. And I'm all for breaking down the patriarchy, and so I want men, especially men I date, but... men in general to like be able to experience the full range of emotions. I think y'all are denied that by the patriarchy. But also, sometimes you see a nigga crying and you like, tighten the fuck up. Right? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I be telling my therapist these things and she be like, well girl, do you think that's the patriarchy? And I'm like, well, they wasn't all wrong. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God.
You said, what traditional values can we keep? Damn.
I said, well, we got to throw the baby out with the bathwater. But no.
That's my only baby.
It's my only child. Damn it. Rumpelstiltskin ass. Like, I got to take my only child. Anyways. So, it's a balance. I like that you are a man who can cry and who has access to his emotions. But damn, if the wind blow left, you crying? Like, my God. But at the time, I was like, oh, he's so in tune with his emotions, yada, huda, huda, yada. Like, well, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like all this stuff. And then I dated this guy who quite literally, things should have clicked for me. Like, he was like, well... you know, my friends don't really talk to me anymore, and I'm lonely, and all these things. And I was like, baby, I got you. I'll fix you. And how many girls out there, and not even just the girls, the femmes, the non-femmes, anybody, how many of us are like, I can fix him, right? And I was, to my detriment, like, oh my God, like, what do you need me to do? Like, I'll come visit you. I'll come, like, it was always like what I can do for him, what I can do for him.
What an amazing story to actually fix someone.
Yes.
Like, what if it was actually possible?
What if
you met a man and then you fixed him and now our life is perfect?
Right. And I don't want to anymore because I used to think, because finish that thought, right? It's like, oh, I fixed him and now what? Like, now he's indebted to me because I fixed him? Like, you will fix a man and they will go get another bitch.
They're like, thanks for the help. I'm going to find the one I love.
Shout out to that true crime story where the man was the man was like pretending to be looking for his wife. Do you remember this one? The one where he killed his kids in the back of the car, where he unalived.
Oh, when he put them in the oil rig?
Yes, when he put them in the oil rig. And the wife got with him when he was, you know, a little heavier. And
oh my God, yes, because I remember at the top of the documentary, I was like, I would.
Yeah, exactly. I too would have.
No, I wouldn't.
He's
a killer.
He's the killer.
Like, literally.
But, like, she was with him when he was shooting in the gym. And then he got attracted and he started cheating on her.
All over. We ain't even gonna get into him.
But you know what I mean? Like, the desire to fix him comes from a, like, and then, I don't know, right? And then, for me, it was like, and then he, like, we'll be together and it'll be great. Now, I don't necessarily need you to come in your final form, but I need you to come with the work having done. If a man says, I'm fighting demons, I'm going through some shit, shit is going
there's
on.
There's a battle in my life
there's
right
a battle.
now. I've been at war.
I just have a lot going on. I believe you the first time. You have a lot going on. You got too much going on.
Right.
Like, I don't want to fix you. I don't want to help you. Like, it's too much, but that's how I really used to be. And I have to catch myself sometimes. Like, there will be times when I broke up with this guy recently that I was seeing a couple months ago. And it was hard for me because I was like, well, he's nice. And stop this narrative about nice guys don't get anything, because sometimes I stay with guys longer because they're nice.
Right.
And I have to be like, wait, you don't actually like him.
Here's the problem with the nice guy thing. Nice is not a personality.
It's not a personality.
Nice is a trait.
It's a trait.
That most people should have. So when you say nice guys don't get anything, it's like, okay, well, if your whole personality is nice, then you're not a person. So that's why you're not getting
not a
something.
person. Right, but there
you're
was
not
like,
real.
But it was like, I was with him longer because I was like, well, he treats me okay, and, you know... But then I was like, he kind of talks over me sometimes, and he's kind of boring, and I don't know.
I hate a bitch that be talking over you.
Right, and I'm like, he's just, there were just things that I let go on longer because I was like, well, he's nice, right?
Yeah.
Which the bar is in hell.
Tartarus,
the Dante's Inferno. That's where the bar is. Burning up in Dante's Inferno. So I was like, no, this is people pleasing. And so I'd be having to catch myself. Sometimes I'd be on dates and I'd be like, wait, Kaya, are you enjoying this? Like, are you having fun? Or are you getting swept up in it?
What's the
I'd be
difference?
having to check. Well, if I'm getting swept up in it, it's usually about the performance of a date. Like, it's about how I feel.
because you like a date.
I like a date. And also, it feels good to have affection come in your direction. Right, from somebody who's not a gremlin, a troll, or, you know, a predator. So, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
That's the ways I think people pleasing has come up for me.
Yeah, that's really real. Taking care of people's emotions. I mean,
it's all I want to do, and I have to stop.
I
Men love it when you treat them like dogs. Sometimes.
Have you ever, like, you've had someone come over for a hookup, and like the minute you open the door, you're like, damn.
Yes. And this is why I stopped on because, you know, every now and again, my ladies, we feel each other. And again, anyone of all the gender appropriation, shout out Rihanna.
Right. Shout out Rihanna, the gender appropriations, the they thems.
The they thems. I used to, every now and again, you know, you're on Bumble and a guy is hot enough and you're like, girl, okay, whatever. I'll come straight to your house. Now I'll be like, no, I want a date. Like, even if it's not like a fancy date, like, I want a vibe. I need to see the chemistry. I need to meet you in person, because sometimes back when I used to be having sex on the first date, sometimes if you come over to my house, it's just the risk to reward, right? The random meetup, the risk is so high. You could be terrible at sex. You could not eat coochie.
Oh.
You could not eat coochie well. Sometimes y'all be down there, and I'll be like, well, what is you doing? And he don't even eat coochie.
I've eaten the coochie before.
What's your period? And I'd be like, you know what I mean? The risk is just so high that I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? Because you can't say it's to get a nut, because you might not.
Right. I think for gays, it's a bit
You're
easier, especially like with a dick. It's like,
it's
yeah,
very
like,
simple.
you just like it's not
right.
hard to make it happen. And also, like, I get that though. Like,
yeah.
I am not really in the apps right now, but I before I stopped being on them, I was at a point where I was like, I'm not hooking up with you unless in your pictures I think you are hot. Because for a long time I was like, I just want to feel good or feel a moment of intimacy or connection. I was hooking up with people at varying levels of like my attraction towards them.
Ooh,
and
nice way to say that.
and before I like got off the apps recently, I was like, I'm only hooking up with you if you are like hot. Because then when you come over, even if you're less, you'll still be hot. And usually those people, I'm like, they're hotter in person. Like if I find you that hot online, usually it's because I probably am actually attracted to you.
Right.
And so when you come, like, it's gonna be even better.
And there's something to a medium ugly man. Because they have to fight for it. Like,
yes,
they're
I've had
like
some of the best sex with the medium ugly man. And sometimes just the ugly one.
Because sometimes if a guy's too hot, he's like, oh, I know I'm too hot, and like that's all I think I have to do is show up. So the medium ugly man has to fight for it, right? It's like the medium ugly man usually has more personality. Yeah. But I don't want to feel like,
yes.
I look myself in the mirror and I'm like,
really?
Look at yourself.
Yeah.
Like
look myself in the eyes and be like, dummy? Did you really fucking do that, whore?
Like
slut?
Right. Don't look at our audience and just call it slut like that. Like, my God. I mean, some of y'all like the freak leaks. But you know what I mean? Like, I was like, sometimes I'd be like, girl, bitch, look at yourself.
Yeah.
Like.
But then sometimes, you ever take a chance on someone that's like, okay, and they're not ugly, but like you see their picture and like they're cute, but then it's like you could go either way. Like you could come and you're gonna be like hot, or you could come and you're gonna be like
not
ugly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, your pictures are cute. And then some people just don't take as good of pictures as they are in person.
Period.
And then I'm like, this was a pleasant surprise.
I'd be pleasantly surprised. And I tend to also be pleasantly surprised by chemistry and personality.
Yes,
like,
yes.
When you get there and like we talk a little, and I'm like, oh wait, like this is a vibe.
And
like,
maybe you weren't smiling in your pictures, but then you smiled in person, and then it's like a beautiful smile. And
or you're like, let's smoke a little together, and I'm like, yeah cool. Because sometimes I'll be like, back in my whole days, I used to just start putting my clothes on because I want to get together.
Quick.
Bitch, where are you going? This is your home. I'm just getting dressed so you could get dressed. Like, you know? and I don't want to have to do that no more.
They ever call you out on it?
I wish a nigga would.
Like, get back your whore.
Oh.
Would that work on you?
Well.
That actually might work on me. They're like, slut.
Oh.
Get over here.
Oh.
Okay.
Well.
Anyways.
So, this is why I'm asking the audience. Comment down below what you think your people-pleasing tendency is. Do you make people...
Have you ever made someone nut just to try to get them to leave?
The nut to nope pipeline. So...
Or have you ever tried to fix a man?
I know y'all have tried to fix a man. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Okay, y'all. This next segment is one we haven't done yet. It's called He Said What? And this is a segment where we read some of the craziest messages that we've gotten from dating apps, hookup apps online. If you watched episode 1, you know about this app called Sniffies. If you didn't, Sniffies is like a map-based cruising app. If you know Grindr, it's like an underground version of Grindr. Like everybody's got their out as their pictures and their buttholes, and it's very... Let's cut to the...
It's modern.
Cut to the meat and potatoes of it all. Cut to the whole of it all, right? I was at work, this was like months ago. Somebody messaged me online when I was at work, and he was like, got a log for me? And like, I knew what that meant, but I love to play dumb. So I was like, log? What do you mean?
Because I would think that means like a big...
Oh no.
You said, sweetie.
No. He would say or horse meat or something.
Oh my God.
He was like, do you have to... And then I stopped responding. But
right.
Yeah, got a log for me. That was the message.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And I hate to kink shame. But okay.
Yeah, we'll get into the kink episode.
Yeah.
I have stories.
And I have stories too, but none involve logs, I promise you. Okay, so mine was on a dating app. And this guy, we were talking about our passions. So like you would think, okay, you know, I'm really passionate about creative things. I'm passionate about acting. I'm passionate about, you know, knowledge. I love museums. I love, you know. This man said, my passion is gaslighting you into thinking everything is your fault. Sir,
that is scary.
Sir, you're on air.
That's the killer.
Sir, the mic is hot. Did you know that? What?
Gaslighting is already like
It's
that would already
crazy.
been
That would've
crazy.
already been-
But to double down and say into making you think everything is your fault, well, that's kind of what gaslighting is. But
Yes. But this is why I said, man, because when we were, this is to circle back to your earlier story about, you know, the guy, the student.
oh yeah,
You know, because men, even when they get older, think that shit is funny.
where's the
What's
joke?
Because I love both a ha-ha and a hee-hee. I want a kiki too. and I can do dark humor. That's not funny. You're telling on yourself. And this is why ladies, and again, not just the ladies, all the gender appropriation.
And the men.
If you're dating men, believe these niggas.
Believe them the
At
first
the
time.
first time. I used to think they were stupid. I didn't believe them. Believe them. Your passion is gaslighting me into thinking, and for you to have the nerve to say that's your hobby.
Oh, just
He
a
said
hobby.
no, he said
That
my
is
passion.
actually nasty because it's like just for fun.
No, he said I do it.
It's not even like, oh, it's just my work. It's just my job.
Yes, it's not his 9 to 5.
Yeah. I do this shit for fun in my free
I'm not
time.
getting paid for it because it's not work.
No.
If you're enjoying it.
Whoo! That's crazy.
Needless to say, that man was blocked.
He said, what?
And I don't... Period. Something you may not know about me is I love... You might know this, but y'all don't know this. I love whenever... Even it could be the corniest movie. If they say the name of the movie...
Oh, you got me hooked.
You got me hooked. I don't know why I love that shit. I love it. So that's what that made me think of. But no, this man, he really said that. And I don't even love blocking men. Because I want you to talk to yourself. I love that. I love that. I want you to talk to yourself in my DMs. But that was so crazy. He had to go.
That might be crazier than got a log.
Well, we'll let you decide.
Which one is crazier?
Which one is crazier? Got a log for me or gaslighting? Mm-hmm. Now, lots of men gaslight. That's it. So, our final segment for today is Don't Tell Nobody We Watched This. Now, this is going to be our TV review section. It's going to be where we get into, I want to say, like, the big shows, but it's going to be old shows, too. We have a deep-seated love for the show Catfish.
It is part of our lore.
It is part of our lore. If you know us, you know that is high comedy.
And when it was canceled, we were devastated.
We were.
I mean, we've been waiting for them to come back because
Season 9.
Season 9. It just randomly stopped doing new episodes in like 2024, and we're like, it's not canceled yet, so they got to have more.
And now, were we the last 2 viewers?
Yes.
And there was nothing else I have to say. So, sometimes it'll be old shows. Sometimes it'll be things like that. Right now, we're watching Love is Blind. Classic. Morgan actually got me on to Love is Blind. Because I don't usually watch reality television because it makes me angry. But it makes me want to fight.
It's a case study.
It's a case study into people. And Love is Blind, you know, especially the US version, people have gotten upset with it recently and they're like, it's boring, it don't give nothing.
There's never any black people.
There's never any black people. Even the black, and I feel like the black women on that show, especially because there are like vocalisms that black women have that let you know that we're black women. Mm-hmm. And I wonder how much people are staying away from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder. It's of interest to me.
Yeah.
Because there will be one black woman on the show who like makes it into the show, even though there are other black women in the like lounge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always wonder about that. So Love is Blind.
That first episode.
Season 9.
What the
are y'all doing in Denver?
What are y'all doing
What
in
is
Denver?
going on in Denver, Colorado?
Y'all kind of weird and kind of wildin'.
Ugh. Now, one good girl, it was Casey.
I don't even remember y'all's names.
I remember
because
because I'm on you hoes.
I'm sorry to this man.
One good girl said, I've only ever been cheated on. Now,
that was really sad.
that was the saddest thing I've ever heard.
And look,
this is not the place
I
to
do
go.
not victim blame, but now I'm wondering if
He said, bitch, you're the common denominator. I don't know much about algebra, but I know you're the common denominator.
right.
But I'm not saying you should be cheated on. Just get broken up with.
And men are dogs. So
well, yes,
right.
Roaches. I'm sorry.
But then the flip side to that is I don't remember the girl that said it, but she was like, remember me, Patrick, after the first date. And I was like, this is so desperate.
I don't remember. Patrick is only talking to two girls. It's Anna and Casey. Remember me, Patrick sounds like something Casey would say, but I could see Anna getting into it.
No,
so.
I think it was Casey.
I think it was Casey.
Because I remember not liking the girl. That I was like, it just sounds so desperate.
Because it was.
It's like day one, girl.
And we wrote down some of the things you bitches were saying because we was really shocked. I'm 27. I'm not that young anymore.
Who said that?
Anna.
Oh, Anna.
I'm 27. I'm not that young anymore.
Anna, get to the couch.
Get to the front of the class, Anna, because Anna is the one, Patrick as well, who said, I've never dated my own race.
Yes.
I've only dated white people.
Yes.
Now, there's something to be said about that. That's a little crazy.
I just think, I know there's a biological clock, so I wonder if that's like so much more at the forefront of women's minds than like I even realize, especially when they're talking about age. But I'm like, 27 is still so young. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like my version of life, but I just feel like my life started over once I went to college, like once I turned 18. And honestly, I feel like it started over again after I graduated. Yeah. Like, I feel like I was like birthed again. So I'm like, to think that...
Shout out to Renaissance.
Shout out to Renaissance. And you graduate college, I was like 21, most people are 22. To think that 5 years from then, I'm all of a sudden old, like my actual life has just begun. I'm not in school anymore. I'm not bound to like this institution and like every day of the thing. Like I work a job, I can fill my life with whatever I want. And to think that 27 would be old, I'm like, your prime already happened, but you're not supposed to die until you're like 80. Like, babe, that's 60 years of sadness. We have to reframe that. And again, maybe this is like a gay thing too. Like, I just think like 30 is like the new 25. That did not hit the... 30 is the new 25, and I think a lot of y'all will think about... Maybe this is being gay or being single, not wanting to be married. It's so young and shit, but I just feel like 27 is not old anymore. I do really feel like 30 is still so young. Like, you're not even 30 yet. And even 30 is like... We all know that the 20s are rough. And we don't have as much money as, like, our other generations used to have. Like, they had full-on houses by the time they were 30. Like, I would say most 30-year-olds do not have a house anymore. Like, so... Just to think about like where we are in our lives at 30, 30 just feels like it's not behavior wise, not maturity wise, but in terms of like your life and like the full, I don't know. Anyways,
no.
That one just hit me. That one. I'm also about to turn 30,
were
so.
hot just now.
Yeah.
You were in terms of like you were heated.
I'm about to turn 30, and I just used to think it was so old, and now I'm about to turn 30. I'm like. And I still feel so young. Like,
and don't the gays, not to sound ignorant here, but don't the gays be like 30 is where you die?
I don't know. Like,
is that mainstream media?
I feel like that's like the mainstream media talking about this, but like the gays love a daddy, right? So like the older you get, I guess it's better. But two, like, I don't know. I guess I don't really hang around a bunch of twinkie young little gays that like thrive on being like a twinkie, little thing. So I just don't hang around people like that as much. Queer as folk. They really perpetuated that. They were like, you're 30, you're old now. Brian Kinney still look good.
Right.
That was my man. Gail Harold, if you're watching.
You know their names? Well, period. You looked at me so serious. You said, bitch, I know that man's name.
I lived for him.
30. it's interesting. I think part of it is a biological clock thing, right? I think another part of it is this American ideal, which is like having your shit together by, right? Being like famous and complete. Because I felt it like I'm behind other people and I need to, you know. And it's funny because I watched this video that was like 27-year-olds in popular media, and like they were like, girl, when Rachel from Friends was 27, like that bitch had just cut up her credit cards and she had just, you know what I mean? And it did give me a sort of peace because I think the ideal of like where you have to have all your things done is real, right? I also think, and this also hit me in the shower. I was thinking today in the shower, girl. This hit me in the shower, and when I was like, I'm at the age where if I had a child, it's no longer a Lifetime movie. And I don't like that. I want, because I'm not young and hot. I mean, 30 is not old. I'm not 30. But
damn.
I know. I don't why I say, but I
also mean to us.
I didn't mean to be.
You'll be 32 one day,
and I will. You said God willing, you'll be 30 as well. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm at the age where if I had a kid, people will be like...
Sorry. I every class, I always ask my students how old they think I am, like every semester. And I always get older, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's because I have such a youthful spirit, and so I know that they're going to think that I'm younger, and it always just makes me feel better. And so they were like, one kid was like, I think you're like 23. Someone was like 24. And they were like, no, you're definitely 27. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, do you want me to tell you? They were like, yes. I was like, I'm 29. I'm almost 30. One kid went, damn. And I was like,
period.
What?
Period. You're playing a dangerous game. You're playing a dangerous game. I would never have done that, but we're getting off topic.
The day they start telling me I'm 30, I'll never ask that question again. Keep going.
Right. See? But right, and so I'm like being at the age where if I had a kid, people would be like, okay. That's crazy.
Actually, yeah.
That's crazy. Because I feel like I'm a baby goo goo gaga.
Yeah. They'd be like, you're getting to the age where they'd be like, okay, yeah. You better. I'm glad you had it now. They're like, oh, good, you're running out of time.
You have a man. So it's getting a little dicey. So I understand what she's saying about like the impetus of feeling like I should have my shit together.
Yeah.
What else did we write here on these notes? Sparkle Megan isn't cute.
Oh, see, I was about to ask, should we just say that out loud? But that's it.
I'm sorry.
She's not cute. And that's mean. We should cut that.
And I don't. And here's the thing. in case we don't cut that.
Oh, it's the name. The name.
And I was gonna
it's
say,
the name.
I think it's the name Sparkle Megan. First of all, it's not catchy. It's not a cute name. You're 33. Why are you calling yourself Sparkle Megan? Also, no one calls you that.
No one you have to call yourself that every time.
It's not cute or catchy. You made that up.
No, it doesn't rhyme. It's nothing.
Right.
And then her little man that she likes, the one that's real estate that you think is a con.
I don't think.
That the Reddit streets are saying is a con.
Okay.
There's more to talk about him, but I just, when he was talking about like, oh, she's into wellness, and then he said, oh, biohacking. I was like, biohacking sounds like an insane term. Like, this sounds like genetic modification. Like, this is more than just like a facial or like the blood plasma thing. Now it's like, I'm hacking the genes in my skin so that my it doesn't pull, and then I have no what is biohacking?
Well, I think it's an umbrella term for like wanting to change things and add things to your body or really get, because if you think about it, the plasma thing and re-injecting your blood and like that's actually kind of crazy, and it is things that you're doing to try and hack your body to make yourself appear as young as possible for as long as possible. He's not that cute to me. He's not. And I'm just, honestly, Sparkle Megan, I'm a little, she probably will think he's cute. She don't know what he looks like. But I'm just worried that when she sees him, she won't think he's cute, because she seems to have high standards. I'm more worried that she will. Oh, this poor man. Well, what's his name? Edmund. His name is Edmund? His name is Edmund. Oh my God. The way they introduced him, he said, I've done everything. Meetups, link-ups, partnerships. I've asked my friends, can you find anybody that likes me? That's sad. And then they showed him doing the Naruto run. Oh, grow up. Sorry. Fucking-ditiously. I'm big on a grow up. Don't be acting like a child all the time. Stop with the Naruto run. It better be a bit. If you're doing it, it better be a bit. Yeah. And this goes back to what I was saying of like, I want men to be able to experience the fullness of human emotion. And what are you doing proposing to me and then doing a Naruto run. And my thing is like Calabria. First of all, I love her. I feel like we would be best friends. Calabria has said multiple times, like, I'm tired of being strong. I want a man who can take care of me, who da-da-da-da. And even if it's not, she seems like a 50-50 girl, which if you watched episode 2, you know how I feel about 50-50. But she seems like I can carry my own weight. I just want somebody who's going to help lighten the load. And that man is going to be your load.
Yeah,
you feel me?
He gives such little brother energy. Like, I just don't really see him, like, taking care of a woman. I feel like he could take great care of kids. He actually seems like he'll be a really fun dad.
And he certainly seems like he'd be a fun
I don't
dad.
know
but
how
when it comes time for the serious
the
shit,
responsibility.
Calabria would have to play bad cop
And
all the time.
Yeah, and
that's
I'm just like, is he gonna be able to take care of her in the way that she will sometimes need? His story is also so sad. Like, that's trauma, and she's a social worker, so she's gonna have to clock out at work and then clock in at home.
She's doing her 5 to 9 after her 9 to 5.
Oh no!
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
No. Yes.
This is exhausting.
Let's talk about Madison. Is her name right?
Yeah. And annoying is her game.
I'm sorry. When he said, "What's your perfect date?"
Sister, come to the front. And I know you're getting heat right now because this is all coming out right now today.
We're adding fire to the flame.
Yeah, and
whatever the saying is.
We're adding
salt on the fire.
Salt on the wounds.
We're adding flame to the fire.
We're adding
oil to the fire.
Yes. I was like, no.
I get there.
He got there. Madison, he said, what is your favorite date, sister? And sister, I was going to say you looked him in the eye, but you can't because you looked at the wall. And you described going to karaoke, going to 7-Eleven. That man said, this is a first date? This is a date? This is your perfect date? And she said, well, okay, Joe, like, what do you want to do? Like, what? And he was like, well, no, it's your date. And she was like, no, we're doing this together. No, you're not. Because he asked you what your favorite date is. Just say that you're a cheap date. You want flaming hot Cheetos?
Oh, on your date?
On your date?
And like, there's a way that's like can't be cute and kitschy, but you didn't sell it that way.
You didn't sell it.
Also, karaoke is not like a date.
That man literally said, "Are we going to dinner?" Like, he was hungry, thinking about like, bitch, are we gonna eat?
And now I know karaoke spots have food, but again, I just have to say, karaoke is not really a first date. And the more I think about it, the more it's not really a date. It's a group event. It could be really, really cute. It could be. But now that I'm thinking about it even further a third time, it would be more cute if we just put it on the YouTube and started playing music and then we're singing along in our house and now we're dancing and it's like cute and we're alone.
If I'm going out to a karaoke event and I'm just thinking about singing to one person, like, huh?
No. And then you're going to stop at 7-Eleven for Cheetos? He said, are we going to dinner?
No, he was like...
She said, I don't know. What do you want to do? He said, well, it was your date. She said, no, we're doing it He's like, we're supposed to do this date together. He asked you what your perfect date is. Just say, I don't know.
And I think the men are not great on this season. But this season makes it hard to be a girl's girl. Because they had me upset at Megan. Alright, sorry, not Megan. Yeah. Sorry, Megan, you called it straight Madison.
Oh, that couple, sorry, spoiler alert, that gets engaged in the first episode.
Like, is it a spoiler? It's the first episode.
Right. They must have been so boring, and actually they were kind of boring, now that I think about it. They were kind of boring. Yeah. That girl, Aline, gives me Melania vibes. And not that she, I think, is, like, mean, but just, like, literally her energy. Like, her accent and, like, the way she looks. Like, she just kind of looks and sounds like Melania. I don't know. I just
it's completely different.
That was racist of me.
Well, yes.
Towards
what race, I don't know, but...
Right, but the thing that's crazy about them is, like, I love you... So, my neighbors, they don't know how to close the door lightly. So, if you heard that...
Oh my God.
You would think that they always are fighting the way they slam that door.
I thought it was a domestic case.
Anyways, I love you always just feels so crazy in the pause, and it's something I'm always trying to unpack because I know that they feel the feelings of love, but it cannot be true love in 10 days without even having fully met the person. But also, like, what is love then?
Right, and this is where we diverge because, well, I guess not really, because you kind of built in that last caveat of, like, it can be the feeling of love. I'm just such a lover girl that I'm like...
I love love too, trust me.
And I think the point of the show, right, is it true love that you're feeling? because then you have to test it, right? And usually the answer is no, right? And so
Shout out Lauren and Cameron, the ultimate Love is Blind couple. Y'all are my
Shout out,
favorites.
and there are others, right? Some of them have had kids. I know Lauren and Cameron, I think, have said they're trying for kids.
No, they just had one. I mean, there's no one better. And first of all, Lauren, you're gorgeous. Cameron,
Gorgeous.
You bagged it.
And he knew because he was looking for a black girl.
Cameron, you bagged like a baddie.
A baddie.
But also, Lauren, you bagged a baddie.
He's handsome.
He is fine.
He's handsome. He's very handsome.
He's a man.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's a heat. And so, you know what I mean? Like, that is... And it's also because of, like, the popularity of Love is Blind and things like that. Like,
Yeah.
the more popular it gets, the less genuine people they get, whatever that means. But I do think you can feel something akin to love. But then you also think about it, it is 10 days. And they've described it as, like, you can't know what it feels like because you're not there. And I believe you. But... It's hard.
I can imagine to know what it feels like, and I get it. I know what it's like when you're only doing one thing for like an extended period of time. It feels like that's your whole world. Wow. 5 days probably does feel like, honestly, like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's all you're doing.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't be able to get out. Like, I would still be like, wait, like, I'm leaving here in 5 days. Like,
Quick question for the pod. When is it okay to say I love you?
Interesting. I don't think there's a rule. I think, like...
You would say it after 2 weeks? That's what that means.
I wouldn't say it after 2 weeks.
So when is it okay to say I love you?
I hate to say that there's like a rule though, but I do think you need at least 3 months before it's like, at least 3 months. With where I'm at in my life right now, it's giving like...
He did.
With where I'm at in my month now, it's giving like a 9-month minimum.
Woo!
I'll say 6. I might feel it after 6, but I'm not saying... Like, I'm in a place right now where I'm like, we need to make sure we're not rushing into anything. That's my history. That's my lore of jumping too fast.
Sure.
But I would say on a normal thing, at least 3 months. Now, my question is, do you think love is blind?
No.
I like to think that I could meet someone and fall in love through the wall. I just also know that if I wasn't physically attracted to them, it's over.
And in a relationship without physical attraction,
It's not full.
It's not full. And I mean, you could listen. Shout out to my asexual baddies.
Shout out.
Because for them, sure. But like,
Wow.
I do think sex is an important part of a relationship. I also wouldn't want to be with someone who does not find me physically attractive. And I used to say I want to go on Love is Blind because it feels like, you know, having those real conversations where you're breaking down, you know, things that are really important to you early is really appealing and attractive to me. But going in with the possibility that my person could not find me really attractive or I don't find him attractive is because, you know, once you start finding, that's where you get icks from. Once you start not liking a person because you don't find them attractive, that's where, like, I don't like the way he breathes, I don't like the way he look, I don't like the way he shop for apples in the grocery store. And that's when it starts to get like everything you do is disgusting because I'm not attracted to you, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm emotionally attracted to you, we see how that goes. That it breaks down. So I do think
you can also have those conversations with someone that you are physically attracted with, and sex is an important part of a relationship. I'm like, love is not blind, but I think you can find love while blind. You see?
Well, like, hopefully,
I guess like. That makes it sound like I think blind people.
But I don't think
blind people can't find love. I'm not saying like you can find love without your vision, but like what? Even if you've lost your vision, like I am saying, I'm saying that you can find love before seeing what the person looks like.
I think,
but you also need to know what they look like.
Yes. I think if you are vision impaired, yes, you can still find love. That's period.
Well, that's it for episode 3. So go do it for the plot. We'll see you next week. Drop in the comments answers to our questions and let us know any topics you want us to talk about. Mm-hmm. We have some episodes planned out, but we're always looking for new ideas. So,
okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.